Hi Virgos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless general love reading. This was a request from one of my viewers to do some general readings. So I'm going to call on my spirit guides today and just see what they want to share with you, things to think about, things that may be going on around you, any area of your life that they want you to think about. So let's call on our guides now for my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages. What is it that you want us to know and think about at this time? Any general information, any guidance that you have for us? What's coming our way? Things to work on. I'm listening for you now. I have Earth Magic. Ooh, I love that. They're saying practicing. Okay, so some of you may be interested in tarot. You may be interested in some kind of modality connected to spirituality. So they're saying, put in the time, put in the effort, and practice. If that's something that you want to do, you gotta learn it like anything else. So you got to kind of get focused and say, this is something I'm going to tackle. This is something I'm going to learn. And you have to put in the time. So some of you, it's just a reminder if that's what you want to do. It takes a little bit of work, but you can do it. Earth Magic. I love that. I have change and progress. Little bit of a work in progress. Okay. A little bit of you are making progress. I like this card because you can see the waterfall behind this man, the little cat, the damaged sail on this raft. It's like I survived the waterfall, and yeah, okay, my boat's not quite what it should be. My cat's kind of holding on for dear life, but I'm still standing. I'm still standing. I'm still afloat. Okay. So it's a feeling of, after the storm, I'm still afloat, something like that. So there's something going on with you that you're coming out of the storm. Okay. After or out of. And they want to let you know that you're still standing. Okay. That's the message right out of, right here from the beginning, that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you've been through, if you feel like you're still in the middle of a storm, you're going to come out of it standing. I have healing waters, and then you're going to take that time to take care of yourself. Okay. Sometimes when you're in a crisis, if you find yourself in a crisis, a family crisis, emotional crisis, work crisis, money crisis, you're so consumed in the moment that you can't take care of yourself. It's really only afterwards that you take that deep breath and say, okay, now let the healing begin, they just said. So maybe you've already gotten through this kind of waterfall energy. Let the healing begin. Okay, so something is ready to pass. We're pushing through some kind of difficult time. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Tower. Okay, so there's the change. I have a Six of Swords. I have Strength. And I have a Five of Swords. Little bit of I'm moving on from the situation. Could be an emotional relationship. Could be family. It could be some kind of event that happened in the family, chaos, crazy, drama. And I'm just trying to move on with it with the best that I can do, a little bit of a God give me strength energy to, just keep taking care of myself and moving on for myself, my kids, something like that. So that feels good. I'm trying to put they're using the word echo with me, almost like the echoes in my mind, the replay in my mind. I just keep rehearing something over and over again. Yeah, it is a feeling of I'm just tired. You can see this one witch who's got her hands over her eyes, and I'm just tired of dealing with it. So the echoes, it's this kind of anything somebody says comes back. Okay, so gossip, people talking behind each other's backs. This could be a work issue. It's like I just want to move on from all of this. So the good news is you are. Okay, let the healing begin. I have a 4 of Cups. I have a Hermit. I have a 2 of Cups. And I have an Ace of Pentacles. So a couple things are coming into me. The 4 of Cups came into me as the word when. You know, when will I feel better? Okay. You need time alone. You know, the Hermit came in right after it. So it was, you need some time for you. You need some time to just kind of heal, rejuvenate, maybe take some time alone, do some things that, make you happy, something like that. So maybe you just haven't had, any time alone lately. And that's something they just want you to have. I have a 2 of Cups and I have an Ace of Pentacles. Now this is coming into me in a couple different ways. It could be an offer for a new relationship for some of you. And it could also be an opportunity connected around work. It could be a new offer from a management team, from a boss, the person you'd be working with, something like that. Like I believe in this. There's a sense of we connected. Sometimes you have an interview with somebody who's going to be working over you, and you just feel like you're gonna be able to work with that person very easily. They were very professional. They were nice. So this also feels like some kind of offer. So if you're coming out of a storm or chaos from some kind of financial situation, that Ace feels like an opportunity. Okay, so there's, I'm going to say some kind of offer. I mean, whether it's a romantic offer or material world. So something is coming your way. So, it's one of those times in your life where things, I don't know, how do we want to say it, that things kind of break, that whatever stage we're in, they're saying a new cycle. Okay, so I'm going to say breaking a cycle. Let's do it that way, because that echo was interesting, because that was like a repeat to me. So we're breaking something that keeps repeating. Okay, and whatever that is to you, that's something that you have to work on. Like whether that Tower moment comes into you as you decided to change, or something comes into your life and it's taken away because Spirit's saying, I'm going to force you to change, like I'm going to pick you up and put you over here. So, so sometimes that happens. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you need me to know at this time? Any things you want me to work on? I have a water sign. Okay. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So emotions are at their peak. Right now, it was more about you wanting to stabilize your emotions. It's not that you don't care about other people's emotions, but you care more about how you're feeling right now. Like, how do I feel? Does anybody care how I feel? Like nobody's asking me how I feel. So, so be in tune with your feelings, okay? And take care of yourself first, and make sure that you're in check. Make sure that you're balanced. Make sure that you're happy, or at least peaceful, that you are comfortable in some way. So, yeah, it was definitely a feeling of nobody's asking me how I feel. And it's like, what about me? I have a fire sign. I have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Reckless actions lead to conflict. This could be a family dispute. It could be just long built up resentments or a history with somebody that just finally came to the surface. The Spirit saying everybody will calm down at some point. It's just things may be tense right now, or you may have just gone through something with some family member. But at the end of the day, we're family, and I do feel like we will, figure it out and move on. And I feel like it's just another episode add it to the list of episodes in the family. It doesn't mean we're going to end our relationships. It's another episode is how it's coming in. I have the Mystic Circle. Your abilities will be enhanced. They do want you to work on that altar that they had shared with me in the beginning, whether, like I said, it was some kind of spiritual growth. They had said practice. So they might be trying to push you more spiritually. They may be trying to help you be more aware of your own spirituality, your own gifts, and what you want to do with those. But sometimes they will push us to, our limits. And sometimes the emotion is interesting because when you start to rise and ascend and awaken, it's very emotional because you're purging, you're getting rid of stuff that no longer serves you. And when I had my awakening, I cried every day like a baby, like hysterical crying, 10 minutes, and then it would stop. And then I would go on with my day. It was such a crazy thing. And I haven't had it since. I haven't cried since like that. So it's just a crazy purge is how I feel. So maybe some of you will be going through something like that. You're just getting some old wounds out of your system and they're physically being released through your emotions. And that's okay. Spirit, please share with me many blessings. You are being divinely guided to your destiny, rising, soul-fed, and a mentor. You have many blessings, okay? Many blessings to come. Let the healing begin, and the blessings will follow, is how it just came in. You're going to be surrounded by blessings. Okay. It's either your turn to have some good things come your way. It's your turn to remove chaos into your life and have more peace of mind. Some kind of good news, some kind of offer, something like that. So yeah, those are all blessings. I have passionate, follow your heart to find your true life path. That felt like things are opening up for you. And it could be on a spiritual level. It could be I'm starting to know myself more and more. I'm loving myself more and more. What about my feelings? I feel like that's an important message today for you. And I have lead the pack. Use your leadership skills to create your own empire. Don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid to lead. A little bit of a born leader energy, okay? You may not see yourself that way, but you're very good at what you do. And there's a sense of people follow you. They like you. They like your guidance. They listen to you. They respect you. So there is a little bit of a born leader, and maybe you don't see yourself that way. And maybe they're saying, hey, we want you to look at yourself that way. So let's put these out into the universe. Let's ask Spirit to guide us. And, just a handful of things that I wanted your spirit guides to share with you today. So let's thank them. I want to thank you, Spirit, for these messages. If you are new to my channel, thank you for being here. Consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the like, join us, all that good stuff. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you enjoyed this type of reading, let me know in the comments. And we'll see you again real soon. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Take care.